How alive do you feel, my friend? Just think of it, what percent popped into your head there? Now you may note that when you were a child, it was obvious you were running at 100%. The question is, what happened in between then and now? Modern society looks at this as aging, mild angst, depression, or just the business of living. Call it what you will. But every single ancient civilization had a concept of a soul. And more to this, they had a shaman who dealt with soul retrieval. You see, they believed that the soul came in aspects, and when things happened that were traumatic, it withdrew from the body in order to protect you from the trauma, because they all comprehended we are merely animating avatars in this realm. The thing is, their worldview had methods and techniques of bringing this energy back. We, instead, aim to numb the symptoms via drugs, sex, prescription pills, distraction, being a workaholic, call it what you wish. Now, in my practice, I've noticed that this is exceedingly common. I mean, a very simple example is anyone who's had a bad breakup and then afterwards they're never the same again. That was soul loss, my friend. The other person may or may not have taken your energies, but if you associated a certain frequency exclusively with them, then you can see how the brain would fragment and say, if A plus B equals C, and now there is just a separate A and a separate B, then I cannot see. And that basically is how it is, because the internal aspects of your body run with the intelligence and resources of a 4-year-old child. You can prove this very simply when you go to bed at night and sleep. You'll notice that the level of logic, creativity, intuition, and everything else you have there is of that level. Now, in many ways, ancient societies developed this. We, on the other hand, actively repress it. That's why you had 2 decades worth of sit still, look ahead programming banged into your head way back when. A good way of telling if you have lost any soul fragments is the feelings of being emotionally numb, a loss of joy or vitality, especially after a specific or traumatic event, chronic disassociation, that not feeling present in your body, or a daydreamy kind of fog. What about this? A sense of not being fully here. These are the people who are often the easiest to heal because they intuitively sense that something is amiss, and it feels like turning over 2 pages in a book. More extreme aspects include like complete and total disassociation. Like some people even report that it feels like they're living their life third person, or they're not actually looking out from behind their own eyes, like there is something in the way. A lack of intimacy is often a strong tell as well, because the main relationship in this world is that of you with yourself, with a capital S. Another common tell is people who are seemingly frozen in time, where externally things have moved on, but internally they're exactly just circling the same drain as they were before. Now, if you go to a standard doctor or someone with letters after their name, they will attempt to suppress the symptoms. My perspective is, what is this symptom protecting? What is it trying to keep you safe from? See, the shaman honors the body's intelligence. He comprehends the way of the spirit. So we look into the trauma, we look into the event. Often you can perform miracles just by yourself, just by sitting with the memory. This is the reason why I recommend everyone draw a timeline, even if you think you're all good, because that timeline shows you where gaps are missing in your life, but it also shows you things that you can shine the light of your present moment awareness and all of its resources on something that was in the past. That will show you that time is a flat circle, and it's a massive illusion because only now exists. The nows that have been we call the past, and the nows yet to come are the future. But if you disconnect an aspect at a certain step and then keep on moving on, you don't bring those resources into the future with you. This is why one of the most powerful techniques I can teach you is take time out every single day and walk somewhere safe and isolated where you can go backwards. That means there's no obstacles, no danger, nothing like that. What you are in effect doing is activating brand new neurons and movement patterns in your brain. And if you combine these two, so you have the timeline and the walking backwards, and then you actually imagine you are walking backwards to the event, I guarantee you, you will have some very, very interesting dreams that night. So keep a pad and pen by your side. Now, these are just some basic techniques. Another one I can give you immediately to test if all of your aspects are present is reach up with a hand now and put it at the base of your neck. What just happened? Feel. Did you notice your shoulders drop? Did you feel a sinking sensation anywhere in your body? Did the rate of your breathing change? How about your pulse, your awareness? Pay attention to these somatic sensations because there are 3 secret chakras at the back of your neck, which are not often spoken of, and these are mainly the key to healing, but also the key to trauma. Another tip I can give you is the self-hug. As the name suggests, you give yourself a hug. You wrap your arms around your shoulders and just say, I am here now. Just unconditionally accept yourself. Give yourself that affection, those resources, which you may or may not have got from a partner, from your parents, from anyone you can think. That's okay. You can give it to yourself. Just allow yourself that permission. Another fantastic tip is lie down and allow yourself to relax. Once again, activate the somatic scan and look into your body. Wherever there is tension, don't try and chase it away or evade it. Notice how your conscious mind seems to want to go away from it. Notice what it's doing. Notice that it's doing that to protect you and keep you safe. But you are also strong enough to heal now, my friend. And just feel into it. So for example, if it is your upper back, say, I am feeling, healing, and relaxing into my upper back now. Do the same through every single aspect of your body. Try this before you go to sleep. I guarantee you, you will have a fantastic delight's rest. Another tip I can give you is foam rolling. Foam rolling really shows you where your body is sore. And these parts, like I told you in the Does Your Body Hurt article, this is where you've stored suppressed emotions and pain. And the aim is not to go over them fast. Just take it slow and just ease into it, ease into it, ease into it. You are aiming to create an environment that allows relaxation and rest. This is something the modern world just has nothing to do with. I mean, how many people are distracted from the moment they get out of bed until the moment they turn back in again? Then they're working, socializing, watching television, surfing on the net, etc., etc. When was the last time you actually took time out for you? You see, the whole world has gone through soul loss, but only the truly traumatized comprehend this. The rest of the people can afford distractions, but when something really bad happens, then you know something has to give, something has to shift. Now, I will warn you that taking drugs, there's a lot of shamans out there who will fill you full of peyote while playing a drum with a poncho on. And I don't recommend that aspect because your energy body is so fragile and there are invisible entities and all kinds of influences around us. There's so much preparation that needs to be done for all of this. And most of these people are, to be frank, crap. They don't know what they're talking about. You'll get a temporary hit and then you'll go straight back again. See, because some of these causes can be ancestral. Some of them can be from past lives. Some of them can be from current incarnations, future incarnations. There's so many factors that can affect this. There can be family curses. There's a million and one things. And I know to the modern world things like this sound stupid and simplistic and whatnot. But if you've experienced that reconnection and that healing and that feeling of being so light when you walk out, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about because it's the difference that makes the difference. One of the most common things people have said is, I feel whole. I feel safe. I'm me again. This entire soul fragmentation process can be blatant, it can be subtle. I mean, if you've ever been involved with a narcissist, your soul is fragmented. If you've had traumatic events in your childhood, your soul is definitely fragmented. If your mind keeps on looping back to things, You know what it is? See, this is our spirit trying to heal, but we continually get in the way of its healing and try and impede the process. And modern technology, that does it no favors because it's completely soulless. All that does is overstimulate an already tired nervous system. Another thing you can try is breathing in as much as you can whilst lying down or sitting, and then trying to breathe just a little bit more. Hold it for a moment, and then breathe out with pursed lips. So you're just letting the air go, letting the air go, letting the air go, and then compress, like you're trying to pull your belly button to the back of your spine and your shoulders down to your hips. Remove as much air as you can. Do that 36 times, and I guarantee you your awareness will shift. Now these methods are simple, they are free, and they are powerful. And it is my honor to share them with you, my friend. Till we meet again.